everyone, welcome back to another Pilates session with me today. Today's session is going to be more of an intermediate level type session. So if you've been practicing Pilates for a while and want to challenge yourself, then this will be a good one for you. Or if you have been practicing Pilates a long time and want to challenge, then this will be a good one. If you are new to Pilates, I would say stop the video now and try one of my other videos which are more geared towards beginners. If you try this one, you are just not going to enjoy Pilates because some of the moves here are quite challenging if you're not used to doing them. So if you are sticking with me, then we will get going. We are going to start in all fours. So we're going to start with our hands underneath the knees and our hands underneath the shoulders. Good start, Siobhan. Our knees underneath the hips. So our 4-point kneeling here. We're just going to go for cat and cow to start. So for our cat and cow, we take a breath in, tuck the head into the chin, lift up through the back of the body, pull the belly button up towards the spine, tuck the tailbone under. And on a breath out, push the tailbone back, belly drops, chest drops, looking forward, arms stay straight. Breath in, tuck the head in, lift up through the back body, belly button up towards the spine. And breath out, push the tailbone back, belly drops, chest drops. Looking forward, just loosening out that spine. So going in your own time. Again, if you're here doing this video, you'll have done some Pilates classes before. You're probably well used to this movement. So one with your own breath. 2 more like that. And enjoy 1 more. And then coming back to our neutral spine. So from here, we're going to go for our bird dog movement. So this is where we're going for our right arm and left leg. So we take a breath in, right arm and left leg come away. Keep a nice flat back. And on a breath out, I want you to bring that elbow to the knee, curve the spine, draw the belly button in, and breath out, out and away. Breath in, elbow to knee. And breath out, extend. Breath in, elbow to knee. So you really want to curl in, you want to get that chin tucked into the chest as you draw in. That's it. Just checking my own form. 2 more like that. So we go pretty quickly through the movements today, but still maintaining our form. And on the last one, out and hold. Keep that left arm strong, spread through all 5 fingers, with 4 fingers and 1 thumb. Get the belly button drawn in, holding for 3, 2, and 1. Ready, sit down. We're going to swap sides. So we're going to go for our left arm and right leg this time. So we take a breath in to prepare. And on a breath out, lifting slowly with control, keep that nice flat back. Breath in, elbow to the knee, draw the belly button in, tuck the chin to chest, and breath out to extend. Breath in. So this is going to really challenge our stability through our body, so it's not an easy one. So that's why I said if you haven't been practicing Pilates previously, this exercise is going to seem almost near impossible. So make sure you don't start with this video. That's it, keep going. Trying to maintain that nice flat back when you come out, so you're not coming way up high. You're keeping a nice flat back. 2 more like that. And 1 more coming in. And then hold it out. Nice flat back here. Spread the weight through all your fingers. Take it out of your wrist. Breathing. Keep that right hip facing down towards the ground, gaze towards the mat. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Perfect. Relax it down. We're going to get back into that starting position. So knees underneath the hips, wrists underneath the shoulders. And what we're going to do here is we're going to tuck the toes under. So keeping that nice flat back, so your core muscles are engaged, so draw the belly button in, but you don't have an arch in the back. Back is nice and flat. Tuck the toes under, And on a breath in, we're just going to lift the knees slightly off the ground. So just an inch off the ground and hold it there. And breath out, release back down. So we go breath in to lift, just lift the knees. And breath out, release down. 2 more like that. Breath in to lift, just slightly. Spread the fingers. And breath out. On the next one, we're coming up and holding, breathing. Maintain that nice flat back for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Relax it down. What we're going to do from here is we're going to walk the knees back a little bit. You're going to keep the toes tucked under, and we're going to do the same thing but with the knees a little further back. So we take a breath in to lift the knees slightly off the mat, and breath out, release down. So you're going to feel this through the arms, you're going to feel this through the legs. So breath in to lift, and breath out, release down. 3 more like that. Breath in, and out. Keep that weight spread through the fingers. Breath in, and out. On the last one, coming up and holding, breathing for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Relax it down. Top of the feet onto the mat, sit back onto the heels. You can bring the knees nice and wide, big toes together, and just sit back onto the heels. Walk the hands forwards here and just take the stretch. You can claw through the fingertips, so just fingertips on the mat, if you want a deeper stretch into the shoulders, and just hold it here. For 3, 2, and 1. Coming back up to all fours, we're going to go into our plank position from here. So you can walk the hands a little bit further up towards the top of the mat for this one. So the hands stay underneath the shoulders, and what we're going to do is take a breath in, step the right leg back, and on a breath out, the left leg comes to meet it. So use the breath here, claw through the fingers. We're staying here. So you don't want the bum up here, you want a nice flat body. Try and bring the shoulders down away from the ears. And we're just going to work with a little bit of endurance here. Breathing. Core engaged. Gaze slightly towards the front of the mat. Breathing. We've got 10 more seconds here. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Relax the knees down. Keep the legs together. Sit back onto the heels. Bring the hands around to the soles of the feet. And really tuck the chin into the chest. And just get your shell stretch here. So really stretching through the back body here. So today is going to be fast movement, but we'll take some stretches as well. And from there we're going to come all the way forward, down flat onto our mat. So coming all the way down to lie flat onto the mat. So when we're here, we want the tops of the feet on the mat, legs hip width apart. I want you to bring the hands to the side of the chest, fingers spread, elbows up towards the ceiling. And we're just going to do some back extension. So we'll take a breath in to push through the hands, come up, look forward, and breath out, release back down. Breath in to come up, keep the shoulders down away from the ears. And breath out. That's it. Breath in, push. And out. 3 more like that. Breath in. Just extending through the back body. 2 more. And last time, come up and just hold just for 4, 3, 2, 1, and release all the way back down to the mat. So we're going to do a little bit more for the lower back here in terms of extensions. So I want you to bring the hands a little bit further up so they're in line with just above the shoulders. Legs stay hip width apart here. And what we're going to do, shoulders down away from the ears. We're going to hover the hands and the legs. So both hands and legs are off the mat here, so you're going to feel this through the back body straight away. On a breath in, we lift up, gaze at the mat, hands and feet come up, and breath out, down and hover. Breath in, come up, and breath out. Keeping those legs straight, so no bend in the legs here. Keeping the legs nice and straight. That's it. 3 more. 2 more. And on the last one, up and hold. Breathing. Gaze at the mat. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Perfect. Push through the hands. Coming up, and we're going to roll all the way around. Come onto our backs here. And we're going to go into our roll up from here. So for our roll up, we're going to go down to the mat, nice and slowly release down to the mat. So with control as we go down to the mat. Legs out straight, feet flexed, so toes pointed up towards the ceiling. I want you to bring the hands behind the head. Okay, and for our roll up, we take a breath in to bring the hands up over the head. On a breath out, tuck the chin, roll through your imprint. As you come up, reach towards the toes. Nice stretch through the back of the body. Take a breath in, sit up nice and tall. And on a breath out, sequence back down nice and slowly. So 4 breaths. Breath in, hands come up over the head. Breath out, tuck the chin, come up, roll up through your imprint. Keep those feet flexed. Breath in, sit up nice and tall. And breath out, release back down. That's it, 4 breaths. Breath in. Breath out, tuck the chin, roll up through that imprint. Keep the arms nice and strong. Breath in, sit up nice and tall. And breath out, back down. Okay, we're going to go for 5 more here. At your own pace. Keep those feet flexed. Stretch all the way forwards. Sit up nice and tall. And back down to the mat. So make sure you're rolling through that imprint. You're not using the hip flexors to get you up off the mat. You're really working through that core. 2 more. That's it. Stretch forward. Breath in nice and tall. And back down. Last one here. This time we stretch all the way forward. Tuck the chin into the chest and hold it there. You can bend the knees if you need to get that stretch. If the hamstrings are tight, it'll feel nicer to bend the knees and hold it there. For 3, 2, and 1. Perfect. We're just going to release out the spine after that one, so come to sit and shuffle up like me if you want to the top of your mat. We're going to go for our rolling like a ball. So you can keep the hands on the legs to start. Take a breath in, bring the right leg up, and on a breath out, the left leg comes to meet it. So we have our C curve in our spine here, so we're not sitting up tall. We have a nice C curve in the spine, so we're ready to roll. I want you to bring the hands off the legs, bring the legs up to parallel. We take a breath in, roll onto the shoulder blades, and breath out, back up. Keep that curve in the spine. Breath in to roll, and breath out, coming back up. So try not to kick the legs as you go back. That's it. Shouldn't watch myself, it puts me off balance. We've got 2 more. Try to keep those hands off the legs. So working the core here as well. When you come to the top, hold the legs there. Lift them up a little bit. I want you to bring the hands up over the head. Alright, we're just going to come, breath in, bring the hands down, and breath out, up over the head. So the elbows go out nice and wide. Try and keep that chest up here now this time. 4 more. For 3. For 2. And last one, hands up, hold. Bring the legs up a little bit higher. For 3, 2, and 1. Drop it down with control. Bring the hands around the feet. Just take your stretch here for a second. And then slowly, with control, we'll roll all the way back down, flat, onto the mat. So the next one we're going to go for is a variation of our teaser. So any of you that do classes regularly with different types of teachers, you'll have seen the teaser exercise. So what does it look like? We bring the hands up over the head here. Okay, you can just watch me to start. We take a breath in, and on a breath out, you bring the shoulders and the head and neck off the mat, and the legs come off the mat as well. So you go, sit up nice and tall at the top, and breath in, release back down, nice and controlled. Breath out, come up, sit up nice and tall. So try not to let yourself flop back down. You're really trying to control it on the way back down. So we're going to go for 6 of those, okay? So bring the hands up over the head. We take a breath in to prepare. And on a breath out, tuck the chin, come up, lift up, sit up nice and tall, and breath in, release all the way back down. Breath out, come up and lift. And breath in. Breath out, up and lift. So this one is challenging. 3 more. And in. 2 more. You really want to try and come up through that imprint again, so you're not just jerking yourself up. And down. Last one, come up and lift. And we'll hold it here, modified boat pose, for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring the knees, the legs down to the mat from there. Okay, we're going to go for some half roll backs next, so we'll stick with the core muscles, okay? So feet flat on the mat, hands out in front, palms face down. Come back a little bit where you can see me. And I want you to sit out over your legs, okay? So for our half roll back, we take a breath in, and on a breath out, I want you to roll back, keep the belly button drawn in towards the spine, as if a light is coming out of your pubic bone, and breath out, up and over. So breath in, you're tilting back, you're really trying to get that pubic bone lifting up, and breath out, coming up. Breath in to roll back. And breath out. 3 more. Roll back, really tilt that pelvis. And breath out. 2 more. Tilt the pelvis, tilt, tilt, tilt. And out. Last one, rolling back. And breath out. Coming all the way forward. We lie down flat onto our mat. We have a few more to do for the core in this session that we're doing today. So for the next one, what I want you to do is the right leg stays bent, the left leg goes out straight, and the left arm comes up over the head. All right, what we're going to do is we take a breath in, and on a breath out, the hand goes to meet the leg. Breath in, back down. Bring that right hand actually to the temple so you're not using it to cheat. Breath in, and breath out. So same hand, same leg. That's it. 3 more. Last 2. Last one on the side. Up and hold for 3, 2, 1. Roll it back down nice and slowly. Left leg is bent, left hand to the temple. Right arm behind, right leg out straight. We take a breath in to prepare. And on a breath out, fingers towards the toes. Going to move that leg out a little bit. That's it. 4 more. Last 2. Last one, up and hold for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Relax it all the way down from there. I want you to bring the soles of the feet together. Just let the knees fall out to the side for a second. Just open up the hips, lower back will come slightly off the mat here. Should feel okay. We're just going to do a few single 1 leg circles just for the hips. Bring the hands onto the side of the legs, draw the legs together. I want you to bring the right hand onto your right hip, left arm out like an airplane, left leg comes in and straight up towards the ceiling. Turn that toe in towards the right leg. What we're going to do here is take a breath in, bring the leg out and around, and breath out, back up. That right hip doesn't move in this exercise. 2 more like that. Last one. We're going to switch legs. Hand onto the right hip, left hand onto the left hip, right arm out like an airplane. Right leg comes in and up. Turn that foot in. Take a breath in to go out and around. And breath out to come up. That left hip stays glued to the mat here. 3 more. 2. Just massaging that hip joint a lot of the ways here, but also strengthening it. And bring that leg in and down. Okay, from there we're going to do a few rollovers. So if you haven't done these before, I would probably advise skipping it or just being really, really careful as you do it. Okay, so what we're going to do, I want you to bring both legs up and straight up towards the ceiling. Okay, this is where we start. Palms are flat on the mat. Alright, and it's going to take us 4 breaths. So we take a breath in, tilt the pelvis back, and on a breath out, we're rolling up and over, and you're getting those legs as close to the ground as you can get them. Okay, then take a breath in, bring the legs back to parallel, feet are flexed, and on a breath out, you slowly sequence back down to the mat. Try not to push through the hands or any tension into the shoulders, and bring the legs out at a slight angle, toes pointed. You take a breath in, bring the legs back and straight up, tilt the pelvis back, and on a breath out, coming up and over, let those feet drop behind. Take a breath in, back to parallel, flex the feet, and on a breath out, slowly roll back down to the mat, no tension through the upper body. You're using the core to control you. Point the toes. Breath in, bring the legs in, tilt the pelvis back, breath out, up and over. Flex the feet. Alright, back to parallel. And on a breath out, slowly back down to the mat with control. Try not to push through the hands, no tension in the shoulders. And point the toes. We're going for 1 more. Breath in, bring the legs up, tilt the pelvis back slightly. Breath out, up and over, flex the feet. Back to parallel on a breath in with the legs. And then on a breath out, slowly back down to the mat. Try not to push through the hands. As you bring the legs back out to a 90-degree or a slight angle here, keep that imprint in your lower back. We're just going to keep the legs here, working into the core for 3, 2, and 1. Then hug the knees into the chest, roll out the lower back once we're here. And now we're going to work into the back side next. So we're going to go into our bridges up next. So I want you to bring the feet in close to the bum and bring them together. Then step the toes out and step the ankles out. Okay, so the feet are close into your bum, palms face down, flat on the mat. From here, we take a breath in to push up through the hips, squeeze the back side, the top. As I also say, I don't want the ribs popping here, the body is in one straight line. And on a breath out, release back down. Breath in, up and lift. Squeeze and breath out. Breath in, up and lift. And breath out. 2 more like that. Breath in, up and lift. And breath out, release back down. And the next one, when we come up, we hold. So the hips are nice and square here. I want you to bring the right leg in and up straight towards the ceiling, toe is pointed. We take a breath in, drop that foot down with toe pointed, and breath out, back up. Breath in to lower, both knees in line, and breath out. Breath in, and out. 3 more like that. Keep those hips lifted. And last one. Bring that knee in, place it back down. Left leg comes up, left leg up straight towards the ceiling. Keep those hips lifted nice and square to the ceiling. Breath in to drop, both knees in line, and breath out, back up. No movement in the hips here. All the movement coming from that left leg. Hips stay lifted. 2 more. Last one. Bring that knee in and back down. We're not finished yet. Keep those hips lifted. So both hips in line. We're going to lift one leg at a time. So breath in, lift the right leg up just slightly. And breath out, back down. Breath in, left leg. And breath out, release back down. So we're just swapping legs each time. Just barely lifting off of the mat. Keep those core muscles nice and engaged here. Squeeze the back side. When you're dropping back down, ball of the foot, then the heel. We're going to go for 2 more each side. Keep those hips lifted. Last one on the right. Last one on the left. Then squeeze the back side. We're just going to hold it here for 10 more seconds. So squeeze the back side. Whilst we're here, you really want to focus on the glutes here. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release back down to the mat. From there, we have 1 exercise to go in today's session. And I forgot to time it, so I don't know where we're at time-wise. Last exercise we're going to do is the reverse plank. So just working into the back of the body on this one. So what I want you to do is bring the elbows underneath the shoulders, palms face down, okay? So toes pointed towards the front of your room. We take a breath in, and on a breath out you push through the elbows to lift up through the body. Alright, so you're lifted up slightly off of the mat. Try and keep the shoulders down away from the ears. For 3, 2, 1, release back down. Alright, we take a breath in here, and on a breath out, push up through the elbows, breathing here, shoulders down away from the ears. Really feel this down the back body. You can release the head a little bit so there's no tension in the neck. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release all the way back down. We'll do a quick stretch before we finish. Bring the right leg in against the left and reach down for that left foot. And just really feel a stretch down the back of the body. So like I said, a more challenging one today. So definitely not one that you would begin with. A lot of those exercises I still find really, really challenging to do. So they do take a lot of practice, swapping sides, to get used to the technique, to get used to the breathing, and to build up the core strength as well for a lot of them, to be able to do the movements. So even if you tried it today and you found some of the exercises hard, just know that if you keep practicing, you will get used to the movements. Pilates is all about consistency and practicing regularly. So I know lots of you are enjoying the videos, and there was a request for this one. Bring the soles of the feet together, hands underneath the toes. There was a request for more of a power Pilates type session, so this is definitely more of a challenging one. So as always, any feedback or any thoughts or comments are always appreciated. Cross the legs over, plant the left hand down, right arm up towards the ceiling, reach over to that left hand side, but keep the right glute, the right backside on the mat. Keep the head neutral. And swapping sides, right arm down, left arm up over the head, left glute stays on the mat, reaching over to that right hand side. Swapping sides again, nice and quick. Take a breath in, swapping sides. We'll do once more each side. And last one. And then once we're here, we'll just do one twist. So right hand onto the left knee, left fingertips behind, sitting up nice and tall, look over that left shoulder, and just do a nice twist into the back body. And we'll just hold it here for another 5, for 3, 2, and 1. Back to center, opposite side. Look over that right shoulder and hold it there. Breathing, try and sit up nice and tall. Stack the body over the pelvis, so shoulders over the pelvis for 3, 2, and 1, and back to center. And that is it for today. Like I've said a few times, it is a more challenging one today, but if there is anything you want to see, just drop me a message anywhere. Instagram or Facebook are the best places to get me on SOS Fitness, but just let me know if there's anything that you would like to see. Always open to suggestions. So well done for getting through today and for doing another Pilates session.